Circling back to the story, farmers in Nigeria continue to lament the crash in prices of food items and the high cost of fertilizers and other agricultural inputs. The farmers said this development is likely to push them out of farming activities. Again, Adonsa completes the report.
Reports from various grain markets across the country reveal that prices of food commodities, especially rice, beans and maize, continue to fall, despite being deep into the rainy season when prices were expected to remain high. At the Laranto market, a grain market in Jos, a bag of 80 measures of maize that was recently sold for 65,000 naira is now sold for 33,000 naira. A bag of 80 measures of beans that was recently sold for 120,000 naira is now sold for 80,000 naira. Some buyers at the market in Jos expressed joy over the crash in food commodity prices.
Everybody is happy. Look at me as I come here and I was surprised. Rice from 2,725 is now 1,500.
We are happy because whenever things are cheap, you can afford it anyhow.
But what are wholesalers and retailers saying about the drop in price of food commodities?
Don't already affect the market myself because the price as of now is very unfortunate, because if you consider the price where people bought grains during December, November time, now it's almost half of the money they are selling now.
This problem will affect my business because if we enter harvesting time for now, if you go bush market, you can't see person will go buy. If you buy, for example, now your capital is to buy 20 bags. If you buy that 20 bags, won't keep. Before you sell that 20 bags, you spend more than 1 month. Because company know they collect anything. For now, company know they buy. People will do storage, they no go do a DC.
As the prices of grain continue to drop in the market, particularly as the harvest period is fast approaching, some farmers have expressed concerns over price instability.
The farmers are finding it very difficult because at times, when the price was a little bit up, they can sell 1 bag. At least they will be able to buy 1 bag of fertilizer. But this time around, they can sell like 2 bags to buy a bag of fertilizer. A bag of fertilizer then was 20-something thousand, 30,000 thereabout. It depends on NPK 2010 was about 40-something thousand. The urea and then the urea was about 38, 39. But this time around, 2010 is 64,000 per bag, and the urea is 50,000.
According to a Trust TV investigation, the price of a bag of 80 measures of maize is 33,000 naira, while a bag of 80 measures of beans is sold for 80,000 naira at the Jos Laranto grain market. The price of urea in Durama fertilizer is 43,000 naira, while Dangote urea is sold for between 43 and 44,000 naira in Jos. But the fertilizer dealer said the company's price is 37,500 naira, excluding transportation cost. Chairman Jos North Fertilizer Sellers Association speaks on factors responsible for the hike in price.
There are factors, but number one, I can say that is the international market, because fertilizer deal with dollars. So if there is international, if the market is high internationally, locally is going to go high. And then demand, secondly demand. That's why sometimes we normally advise the farmers, as soon as they harvest their crop, sell the crop, buy the fertilizer when there is no demand. You know, before now, like last 3 months or so, the cost of transportation was very low. From Port Harcourt to Jos, I think it was around 1.5 or so. But as I'm talking to you now, it's around 3-point-something million. So.
Ismail Bello, a lecturer at the Department of Economics, at the Zunguri University, Bauchi, speaks on what can be done to address the imbalance.
Agricultural productivity is very low. That is the reason why they think even if they use fertilizer at the cost at the current rate or other input, even herbicide and other needed input for the agricultural production, they think that they may not make profit. The reason is that it indicated that actually our own farmers are not efficient in their production, because you can see when the economy was closed down, the cost of imported food was lower than the cost of the locally produced food. So in this case, the government can intervene in agricultural pricing of products. That is by ensuring that they have given intervention either in agricultural input or buying back what the local farmer produce within the economy.
With the skyrocketing price of fertilizer and other farming inputs and the crash in the price of food commodities in the market, farmers are now struggling to remain in the business. Experts say the challenge now remains for the authority concerned to do the needful to ensure economic stability in the country. From Jos, Ado Musa reporting for Trust TV.